Hi folks, Job Comics here. We're way back to 2011 where we're looking at the New 52 and in specifically Justice League Dark. This is the first issue of the spooky superhero Justice League, written by Pete Milligan and starring all your kind of favourite mystical and supernatural DC heroes. Justice League Dark would be quite popular as far as that kind of thing would go. Here we go, we've got all the tarot cards here with the characters on it. When did they first appear? People will pretty much tell you that it would all kick off with Swamp Thing, who was in the middle of an arc with Alan Moore, and he was up against some kind of great darkness, and Constantine would have assembled these heroes, and they tried to stave off the world-ending supernatural threat. But this run here is a much more superhero-y type based creation. Nice 2-page spread. And it was part of like the New 52, so quick look at the credits in case you guys like to see who did everything. There we go. So it's not a kind of Vertigo title, and it's not probably as mature as the old Vertigo stuff. It would run along a similar line to this and Swamp Thing and things like that, but it was popular enough for it to still sort of carry a little bit of weight, and I think it even was mentioned that it was going to get a film adaptation at some point. I don't think that ever happened, and the whole New 52 just kind of went nowhere eventually. I think fans sort of opted out of it quite early on. You can tell this isn't really a Vertigo book when you see the real Justice League there. There we go. But you know, still good fun, and surprisingly, this issue 1 probably isn't as cheap as what you think it should be. I think you still have to, you have to sort of peel over the odds if you want to get a look at it. And I suppose it is quite a nice book, yeah. The art's a lot better than I remembered it, if I'm honest. But I was never very happy with John Constantine being brought into the DC universe, and they cancelled Constantine, or they cancelled Hellblood at issue 300, even though I think the book was doing quite well. Pete Milligan did write those last issues of Constantine. Madame Xanadu and the War Against the Enchantress begins. And if that sounds familiar, it's because you're probably thinking of the Suicide Squad film. But anyway, that's Justice League Dark, gang, yeah. Like I said, it is a wee bit expensive to buy this first issue, but comics prices, I think, are down just now, so if you're looking to buy keys, this is probably a good time to do it. So keep an eye open for it, and you never know, if you're really lucky, you'll pick one of these up in a dollar bin somewhere where somebody doesn't really realise that this was once a hot book. It ain't hot anymore. Anyway, Justice League Dark. If you enjoyed that, why don't you subscribe? And I'll see you in the next one.